máa gbọ́ torí ń gbọ́gbọ́ náà ń gbọ́gbọ́ ń sọ́sọ́ náà ń sọ́sọ́ má gbé kúrò níbẹ̀.
ẹ̀mí àgbọ̀ rédíò station tí a kò ní lọ́gbọ̀n online rédíò success rédíò tó kárí ayé pátá bàbá ni wọ́n falákànlẹ̀ tí wọ́n ní fàáyé ìròyìn tó pójú owó ṣàmà ni wọ́n mú wá àtòrin agbọ́gbádùn fẹ̀yìn aráalé o tún wá wọn ètò akọ́nilọ́gbọ́n tán tún yà sílẹ̀ o gbọ́jà kó wá polówó kájí ó bùgbàjẹ́ ọmọ bẹ́ẹ̀ wá jí ní tèmi Success Radio la wá ń gbọ́.
We are very happy to be here this morning. I am very glad to know that you are there, and I'm very sure that you are also very happy to be alive this morning. You are all welcome, all our listeners, all our audience from wherever you are listening to us on Success Radio Ibadan. This is Success Radio and your program is back online for this week. That is Eco Pointer. For this week, Tuesday, this is almost the last 25th of October 2022. We have come again to bring you information that has to do with businesses, that has to do with career, that has to do with wealth creation, things that you can do, idea that can help you to make wealth, to improve your financial standing. And as you know it on this program, we say please inform other people about the program. Tell them that Eco Pointer is back here. And why do you have to tell them? There are many reasons for that. One of the reasons you need to inform them is because businesses cannot be done alone. You cannot be the buyer and the seller at the same time. You cannot be the receiver and the supplier at the same time. For us to create wealth, which will be helpful for everybody, we have to share different roles in businesses. Somebody has to be the buyer, somebody has to be the seller, somebody has to be the employer, somebody has to be the employee. Different people have to take up different roles for us to create economic value in the things that we do, and they'll be of benefit to everybody. On Eco Pointer this morning, my name is Kolawole Kayode, your anchor on the program, Kolawole Kayode, on Success Radio Ibadan. For you to be part of the program, where you are going to connect us is on Facebook or on YouTube. Just type Success Radio Ibadan. You will see us there live. or whether Facebook or YouTube, Success Radio Ibadan. Meet us there live and be part of what we are doing. Thank you so much for being there, and the studio line for you to be part of this program. They are 090 442 51967. 090 442 51967. And the second line, the studio line, is 090 501 96520. I take that again, 090 501 96520. Very important information to give you today, and you need to be all out and listen and ensure that you take advantage of this information. As you know, we have some different segments in this program. We have the segment of economic information, the economic news, and we have the market of ideas, where we give particular idea about business, and we also have the segment of sell yourself to the people. For those who are joining us for the first time, what we mean by the sell yourself to the people is you are to tell us what solution you can bring, what idea you can create. That is something you can do that somebody else somewhere need. And that idea, bring it up. You can call in and tell us. You can comment. You can send it by comment. And people get to know about it. They subscribe into it. And they pay you. And you also do what they need. So it's going to be a win-win situation. Everybody is getting blessed. And on Facebook, as you are connecting us, please like it and make sure you share it. Like it and make sure you share it. Send your comment live and let us know what you two have to say about the information you are getting. And if there is information you also need to inform us, please do. Let others also benefit from you. This morning, businesses underwater as flood rages. Businesses underwater as flood rages. That information is from the Business Day, and they are informing us about what is happening. Let's be on the lookout and get the detail of this information. From the Nation newspaper, the information we are getting says eNaira puts Nigeria in global spotlight, says the CBN. eNaira puts Nigeria in global spotlight. says the CBN. Dangote eyes second tranche of 300 billion naira bond to finance refinery. Dangote eyes the second tranche of 300 billion naira to finance refinery. And as I've told us initially, that the 2023 budget, we'll keep talking about it because it is something that we are going to enter into by next year, and it is meant to create wealth for every one of us. Alright, I give you information on the economic news, the business information. What we have here from the business day, 24th of October 2022, businesses underwater as flood rages. Many micro, small, and medium enterprises that were already facing existential threats from struggling economy are now experiencing aggravated economic hardship due to flood in different parts of the country. What is that information trying to tell us? A lot of businesses already are having threat to their existence due to economic hardship all over the country, but then in addition to the hardship, more problem is coming due to the flood. Business categories that were worst hit by the effect of the flood are those involved in small-scale farming, logistics, food processing, trading, even transportation. It is no more news that there have been flood in different parts of the country, and you too can testify in your environment what water the incessant rainfall has caused in different parts of the environment, on the road, for houses, and different situations like that. The recent flood ravaged more in cities and in states that are close to water bodies like River State, Cross River State, Delta State, Anambra, Bayelsa, Kogi State, Niger State, and many other places. Friday Okpara, the Director of Partnership and Coordination at Small and Medium Enterprises Development Agency of Nigeria, has explained all what we're saying this morning. What were the existing factors that were causing economic hardship already before the issue of flood came into the business situation? Existing factors causing economic hardship, they are high bank interest rate. Another one is foreign exchange volatility. That is talking about the rate of how people exchange the naira to the dollar, especially for importation purposes. Again, other factor that have been causing economic hardship all over the country, Nigeria, had been surging diesel costs. People were buying diesel for 200 naira sometimes ago, 300 naira at a time, 500 naira, 600 naira. But recently, it had gone up to 800 naira, 900, 1,000 naira per liter. Those were the issues that have been causing economic hardship for businesses before. But now, the new economic issue that have been causing hardship is the flood. The flood has displaced over 1 million people all over the nation, Nigeria, and it has led to the death of about 600 people. That is too much. That is too alarming. The death of about 600 people, over 1 million people have been displaced. And the flood has affected majorly the small and the medium scale enterprises, the micro, the small and the medium enterprises all over the nation. And to tell us, these micro, medium and small enterprises, they are the ones that account for 96% of economic activities all over the nation. What do we mean? All the activities going on the road, in your environment, the movement, the buying and the selling. I want to buy pepper, I want to buy biscuits, I want to buy all these little businesses going on, established in front of the house, the one by the roadside, the one at junction, and in different places like that, all over the place. They account for about 96% of economic activities all over the nation. I'm not talking about the value, I'm talking of the activities. And you cannot imagine if all these small businesses are affected by the flood. And what do we mean? When there is heavy rain, there is heavy water body moving around, and the people selling by the roadside, the shop, their table, and some of those things have been affected, carried away, and so many other, effects of those floods in different places. Now, what happened? A lot of people are affected by those floods. And this small, medium, micro enterprises, they account for 50% of the GDP, the gross domestic product of Nigeria, GDP. GDP is talking about the entire activities, economic activities, and the value of those activities all over the nation. Somebody who bought all the buyings that we do. I bought a car, I bought food stuff, I bought chair, I bought cloth, I bought house. What everybody bought all over the nation. When we put all the value together, these micro, small, and medium enterprises, they account for 50% of the gross domestic product, the value of every activity of our buying and selling in the nation Nigeria. Now, this information that we are getting you to know, how has this information affecting people all over? One, do you know a lot of farmland had been flood had overthrown a lot of farmland? What they planted there had been affected. There are a lot of plants, as much as we say water is needed for plant to grow. too much water also affects the growth of plant. So a lot of farm have been affected because of this flood. Do I hear you say, how does that concern me? Because I'm not a farmer. Wow, are you saying that? I beg, don't say that. Because no matter how rich you are, no matter how poor you are, everybody must eat for life to continue. So if farmland have been affected, everybody is concerned. And because of that, there is tendency for a food shortage. There is tendency for people, a lot of farmers are already, they've lost their job because their farm have been affected by the flood. So there is tendency for prices of foodstuff to go up. And where is this creating another opportunity for another set of people? Are you there? You are still looking at, okay, what else can I do? What else can I do in addition to what I'm doing already? Or what else can I do because I've not been getting occupied, engaged economically? Do you know at this point, a lot of backyard farming can be done. A lot of farming inside small pots, small containers can be done. Because large farms, medium-sized farm, a lot of them have been affected by the flood. Now, back in your house, in your environment, at your backyard, beside your house, in front of the house, you can have containers. You can have a piece of land there that you can use for farmland, and you can control the movement of water into that place, and that place will not be affected by flood or too much of rain and things like that. And you can plant a lot of things, especially when it comes to vegetable. I mean, all our efo, the ewedus that we talk about, all the pepper, the potato, the tomatoes, all these little things are now needed in the society because people have to eat. Are you conscious of the fact that despite that we are in the rainy season, the price of vegetable is not really coming down? Therefore, the shoko, the tete, the ewedu, the price are not really coming down. Are you shocked by that? It is because the rain, the too much of rain, had affected a lot of people. And you as a person can seize opportunity in this area. You can come in and take opportunity of that scarcity, that damage that have happened in places. You too can come in and take opportunity, produce something people are going to buy. And we are also using the opportunity to appeal to philanthropists, government, NGOs to come to the aid of farmers who have been affected by this flood. Because in the long run, they will not be the only person that will be affected. Everybody in the society, people in the offices, people by the roadside, everybody will be affected because we still depend on them for that food. And again, you know, this is about analysis. In the long run, if we say the value of the naira should not keep dwindling, then we must do something to produce within our own nation. Within the nation, we have to produce enough food. If we don't produce enough, the meaning and the interpretation is that we have to go out there to other countries to go and import, bringing food from there. And if we have to bring in food from there, the more we are buying from other countries and we are not selling enough to them, the value of our naira will keep coming down. So for us to help ourselves, for us to help the national economy, for us to help the value of the naira, we have to help ourselves and make sure we produce more food. So, because flood had affected a lot of farmland, please, you too as a person should come up and produce some foodstuff in your backyard. Do something. And if you have places that flood are not easily affecting, You too go there and produce food and help us individually and help us as a nation. Still on the flood, as it affects businesses in our nation, Nigeria, do you know the value of properties are now affected? A lot of places where that are prone to flood, the value of properties in all those places, they are already affected. The value has come down drastically. A piece of land that should have been sold for ₦1,000,000 will not worth today more than 500,000 or less than that. And that is it affects a lot of people. And that is to tell you that if you have opportunity to take advantage of those situations, please rise up and do. And this is to tell you that if you have a piece of land that are prone to water, if there is something you can do community-wise in conjunction with other people in the same area to create drainages, to create waterway, so that water will not affect your property, please, it is better you do. Don't say you are not concerned. It is not your business. Are you the government? Am I the local government chairman? Am I the state governor? Am I the president of Nigeria? What does that have to do with me that I have to be creating drainages? It also affects you, because if water affects your property, the value of that property comes down. A lot of property have been affected already, and you also need to ensure and secure your own property so that they will not be affected by the waters. My people still on the flood. You know, transportation has been affected today. A lot of roads have been damaged. A lot of roads have been cut into two. The water has created way for itself on many of our roads, especially those roads that don't have side drainages. So a lot of places have been affected. Movements have been disturbed, in that people have to be trekking in quite a lot of places. And for business opportunity, do you know in a lot of states in this country, like those Delta rivers, Cross Rivers, Anambra, Ebonyi, Kogi, Niger State, in a lot of the parts of Lagos State, close to us here, a lot of the parts of Ondo State and Ogun State, and some places in our Oyo State, where roads have been damaged and people cannot move, and river has overflown the road. Do you know another opportunity for business that has come up in that place? Shall I tell you? These are opportunities for rope transportation. I say rope. Yes, you heard me well. Yes, I say rope. In other words, there is a way transportation could be done by line that is made across the land, over the land. That will be like somebody moving in the air, but it will be via the rope over there. The rope could be chain, the rope could be whatever material that will not break. But I tell you, this is another way out, because every human problem is an economic problem, and every human problem can always have solution. So I'm telling you that new business can develop via rope transportation, whereby people can move over land, above the land, using the rope. And I tell you, a kind of containers like canoe could be made attached to the rope, and it moves people over the land, so that wherever there are waters, there is flood, and people cannot step on the waters or enter into the flood, rope can be an alternative. Of course, it can be capital intensive. What do I mean by capital intensive? It could cost some money, because it will require poles, erecting pole, establishing them, and placing the rope or the chain above them, so that the rope will not come down, people will not drop inside the flood, so that people can move over the land from one location to another. Another limitation to it, of course, is that it cannot be made in like 10 kilometers, 50 kilometers. No, it's just for short distances, for people to travel above the water bodies, maybe 10 meters, 100 meters, maximum 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers, like that. But one thing remains: whoever is able to come up with this creativity is also going to make his own money, because surely people have to move from places to places for their businesses, for visitation, for schooling, for a lot of issues. People have to move. Another information that we brought to you today is about the e-Naira. E-Naira puts Nigeria in global spotlight, says the CBN. The CBN of Nigeria, that is the Central Bank of Nigeria. The Central Bank of Nigeria has said that the implementation of the e-Naira has put Nigeria in the global spotlight as one of the pioneers to develop a central bank digital currency. And what is that telling us? That Nigeria as a nation is one of the pioneers to introduce central bank digital currency. In fact, it has been said that Nigeria is the first country in Africa to introduce central bank digital currency. That is, Nigeria came up with its own digital currency ahead of South Africa, ahead of Egypt, ahead of Tanzania, ahead of Algeria, ahead of Morocco, ahead of so many countries here in Africa. The e-Naira is the digital currency introduced by the Central Bank of Nigeria, and this e-Naira is the first in Africa. The abbreviation for it is CGDC. CGDC. And what does that mean? CBDC. Central Bank Digital Currency. Central Bank Digital Currency. And the CBN is commemorating 1 year anniversary of the introduction of the e-Naira. This week, the introduction of the e-Naira was done last year, 2021, July, by the President of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari. Eco Pointer. You can be part of the show. You can join us on Facebook, on YouTube. Success Radio Ibadan. Help us to share it, like it, and be part of it. Send your comment. Let's know your own view about what we're saying. And remember, this is Eco Pointer, where we talk about businesses, economic issues, and career. The e-Naira we are talking about, what are the opportunities therein for you as Nigeria, especially for our audience, and for many others you need to share the information with. The e-naira is the same thing as the naira currency in your hand. That 10 naira in your hand, that 1,000 naira in your pocket, in your purse, that naira in your hand, the e-naira is the same thing as that one. If you have 1 naira, the e-naira, 1 e-naira has the same value as 1 naira currency that you have. But the advantage of the e-naira is that it can be more, it's easier to transfer, it's easier to move from one point to another than our physical cash. And compare to, some will say, what about the money I have in the bank and I can transfer via ATM, or POS, I can transfer to places and send to people. The advantage of the e-naira over those one is that the movement of this e-naira can be done even, like they say, blockchain. Yes, there is a technology that we all know about, cryptocurrency. So this e-naira is something like a cryptocurrency. It uses the blockchain technology to move. So it is not like the one that you have in your bank. It is more flexible than your money in your bank. The way the bank will charge you commission, transfer charges, and many others because of the money you have with them, the e-naira will not suffer as much of those charges if you have your money in the e-naira. Those are part of the advantage of the e-naira. So it makes it, you don't lose much money in terms of transfer and transfer. You can transfer without losing much money, without paying much cost. So the cost of transferring the e-naira from one location to another, from one account to another, from one country to another country is far lower than the normal currency of the naira that you have. And these are opportunities for businesses. As a business person who needs to move money, of course, almost all of us now have to move money from one account to another. What your partner also needs to do is to have e-naira wallet. The moment they have the e-naira wallet, transfers become very, very easy to move from one location to another, from one place to another. Another opportunities concerning the e-naira, as a person, as a young graduate, as someone who needs a job, or you are looking for a job, or you want to do more in addition to what you are doing already. The opportunity for you there is that you learn how to help people to convert their normal naira currency to e-naira. You learn it how to help people convert their normal naira currency to e-naira. When you learn that, you can help people, guide them on how to do it, and you get paid for the job that you have done for them. You have created service. It looks very simple. It's not a big deal, but I tell you, it is not everybody that knows how to do it. And the moment you have that skill, you can help people and you can help them to manage their wallet and you get paid for it. That is a job opportunity. Another information that we have for you this morning has to do with the Dangote refinery. The information says from the Business Day, Dangote eyes second tranche of 300 billion naira bond to finance refinery. The Dangote Industries plans to borrow 300 billion naira bond in the same way it has raised 188 billion naira in the year 2021 July. The bond proceed is aimed to be used to finance the construction of the 650,000 barrel per day refinery project in Lagos, Nigeria. That is the much awaited refinery that the government of Nigeria have been waiting for. The people of Nigeria have been waiting for the Dangote refinery in Lagos. And they are telling us now that Dangote is also looking forward to raise a bond of 300 billion naira to finance that refinery. We were told recently, part of the information we brought to you is that the refinery is near completion, yet they still need the money to do the perfection or whatever area they need to do so that the refinery can come up live and Nigeria will possibly reduce importation. However, in Eco Pointer, remember we tell you business opportunities, business news. What are the opportunities in this that we're talking about in the Dangote refinery? The opportunity there is this. If you have spare fund, what do I mean by spare fund? The money that you have that presently you are not spending for now, you can afford to save it. It is not money you have to spend now. You especially your savings. That kind of a money can be invested in this Dangote refinery project. Are you saying you are surprised? Please don't be surprised. This economic opportunity, that money that you have could be invested in this Dangote refinery and you will also get your money. How is this going to be? When we talk about bond is like shares that companies have to sell out through the stock exchange, through a medium. There are bond issuers, some banks we have to come into it, some institutions, some financial experts have to come into it, and they will underwrite the bond and issue it on behalf of the company. Now, what is the bond about? B-O-N-D. This is almost like an economics class, but don't worry, we are talking about business. Bond is a kind of loan that is a kind of loan that a company wants to get. Not only company, there are government bonds also. There are government bonds. It's a kind of loan that if you are going to give your money to buy the bond. Now, the meaning of what you have just done is that when you give your money to buy the bond, you have loaned your money to that company or to that government. Now, it will be for a particular period of time, maybe 3 months, maybe 6 months, maybe 1 year, maybe more than a year. Now, there will be agreed interest on that bond you have bought. So by the time it matures, the meaning of maturity is that when it is now that the end of that 3 months, 90 days, or end of 6 months, or a year that you have that is agreed upon in the document of the bond, then the company, that firm or that government will pay back your money with the interest. Are you getting what I'm saying? Let's assume you bought the bond for 10,000 naira or 20,000 naira, and the interest agreed was 10%. Now, by the time you will be paid back your 10,000 naira with the 10%, which is 1,000 naira. So by the end of that 3 months, or the end of that 6 months, or the end of that 1 year, you will be getting not 10,000 again, you will be getting 11,000 naira. And remember that bond is also issued in units. There will be unit of the bond, maybe 1,000 for a unit, or 13,000 for a unit. I don't know what exactly they want to do here. Now you can buy in multiples. You can buy the number that you want. Maybe if it is 1,000, you can decide to buy 20. You can decide to buy 100. You can decide to buy 200, as much as it is available. So this Dangote refinery bond is an opportunity for people to invest their money. Instead of you just keep it somewhere. And one thing is sure, I can tell you, when it comes to bond, the interest you are going to get from bond is more than the interest that banks will give you. That is guaranteed. So it pays you to buy the bond than to keep your money in the bank. And this bond of a thing, where it's also better than you buying shares, is that when it comes to shares, on annual basis, the company will pay you dividend if they make profit. Are you getting what I'm saying? If the company make profit, then they will give you dividend. If they don't make profit, they don't give you anything until the year where they make profit. That is when you are going to get dividend. Any year they don't make profit, you don't get anything. And they will not pay you back the money you have used to buy your shares. You are like a share. You are a shareholder if you have bought shares, and your shares continue to be there. But you can, of course, you can sell it, especially if the company is doing well. You'll be able to sell your shares. But the advantage of the bond here is that you are not a shareholder, you are a bond holder. That's what we call you. If you buy the bond, you are a bond holder. Now, whether the company make profit or the company don't make profit, you are a creditor. You are not a shareholder. You loan them money. Like Yoruba would say, Ogata Ogota. Owo alaru ma pe. Yes. Whether the seller makes sales or the seller don't make sales, those who had worked for him or her will have to get paid. They have to get their wages. So whether the company make profit or the company don't make profit, you as a bondholder must get your money back with your interest. That was the agreement. So those are the advantages of bond over the shares. So for this Dangote refinery bond, you can connect yourself through the stock exchange, get more information through the stock exchange, and you can invest your money. And I can tell you, you are also going to make your money. Yes, you're also going to make your money. That is to tell you that it is not only Dangote that will be taking the money of the nation. You too can be partaker of the wealth of Nigeria. And this is more information I want to tell you today. Like I say, in the market of ideas, new ideas that we need to come up with, new idea that will be a blessing to your business, that will be opportunity for you to connect onto, new idea that will help you to support what you are doing already. Like I said, the road transportation is a new idea, especially in the flood ravaged areas, places where people could not move, places where people could not move due to water bodies blocking their way. The road transportation could create a lot of businesses for a lot of people. And in addition to that, in our normal business, I want to tell you, people want to make shoes customized. People want to make customized shoes with their Ankara, with their to match. They want you to go along with the exact, just like people say Ashwebi. Yes? Like people say Ashwebi. People are also looking forward to have Bataebi, that they can make it and everybody is in uniform and everybody have the same thing. And that is to shout out to the shoemakers all around. Are you in the shoemaking business? You can make shoes. Yes, that is an opportunity for you. Get connected to us. We also get you connected to people that need the business. That is an opportunity. Schools want to make shoes for their students and they sell to their students. Association want to make shoes for their program that they are looking forward to do very soon, and they want everybody to be in that uniform. Some people are having their social owambe, their ceremony, wedding, naming, burial program, and they want to make shoes and they want it to be in uniform. Whichever way, all we are concerned about is the business aspect. How it's going to create opportunity for you as a business person. If you can do it, get us connected, get us informed, and that'll be a blessing to you, and that'll also be a blessing to all those who are in need of the service. And on the Sell Yourself as segment, it is a segment where you tell us what you can do, what solution you can bring. Is there a firm or a company that you observe that there is something you can do for them to improve their sales, to better their product, to improve their products? Get us informed. That is the aspect of unsolicited application. They didn't solicit for it, but you are the one that know they have this problem and you can find a solution to that problem. Yes, if you come up with it, I tell you, people will buy into it. People will subscribe to the idea. People will go for it as much as it can bring the solution and make a way out. And it will be a win-win situation. You will be paid, they too will be benefited from what you have been able to do. All right, on this note, we shall be rounding off today on Eco Pointer this morning, Tuesday, 25th of October, 2022. I want to appreciate so much the chairman of this station, very relentless, helping so many people and making this station available for you to hear us and for we to be able to get you the information. And I want to appreciate my studio manager right here. She's been doing so wonderfully well. Pelumi is right here. She's been helping to raise it up, pull it down, and make sure you can hear us. I want to appreciate our audience who have been listening to us, as many who have helped us to share the program to their friends and relatives. I want to appreciate those who have liked the page. I want to appreciate all our audiences who have been part of this program. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. While we look forward to connect you again on this same program next week, Tuesday, 9 a.m. in the morning till 10 o'clock. My name has been Kola Wole Kayode, your anchor on Eco Pointer, and my phone number is 07053706276. I call it again. My phone number, that is the number to call, and the WhatsApp number 07053706276. We appreciate you so much for being part of the program today. Thank you so much. Meet you again next week. Continue to join other program on this station, Success Radio Ibadan. Thank you so much.
Sẹ́lẹ̀lẹ̀ ó milẹ̀ tìtì.